What is up, everybody? My name is Saturn Surfer, and welcome back to the realm of Kingdom Hearts. This time, we are not playing a Kingdom Hearts game. This time, we're going to be watching a Kingdom Hearts movie. Kingdom Hearts X back cover. I decided not to record Union X. I asked my friend if it was worth it to record it, or if I should just wing it, since it's a casual mobile app. And you just hop on it and you just do what you do on there. If you check it out, you'll probably see what I mean. But it's a pretty fun game. But yeah, so apparently this movie takes place, the events that are shown in it take place before Union X, and I'm assuming after Dream Drop Distance. So what I've learned from Union X and from looking at this image of back cover right here, apparently there are these people wearing animal suits, and when I started Union X, a beginning cutscene played, where I'm assuming it's Kyrie's grandmother. I'm just assuming that. But she's basically telling young Kyrie when she was little the story of light and darkness, how everything was in light and people wanted to have the light out for their own, and the story and now that created darkness in people's hearts, and it swallowed everything except for the children's hearts, and therefore creating the new worlds. That's basically what I'm just gonna say her grandma was telling her. Let's see. So after that cutscene plays, you create your character. You are pretty much your own character, but there are Kingdom Hearts. There are Sora outfits and Riku outfits and all that stuff. You basically play as your own character, and you get to choose a union to join. And the unions that I've seen in Union X there was Unicorn, Cobra, Cheetah or Tiger, I can't really tell, Wolf, and Bear. I was kind of debating if I wanted to do Wolf or Unicorn, because they both look pretty cool. All the unions look cool, but I chose Unicorn. I'll probably link my profile in description. I'm currently, as this video is being recorded, active on it. So I've just been playing that game on the side. I don't have any videos on that, but I could see how Union X though, I could see the story mode taking a long time to accomplish, because there's so many quests. They're short, but I heard there's a lot of them, and there's just so much content in that game. It's just like you could spend hours on it and you probably won't cover everything. There's just so much stuff in it, which is not a bad thing, but I don't know if I want to have so many videos taking up my hard drive space about that, but it's probably worth live streaming that game or something. But anyway, my friend told me this movie takes place, as I said this before, but before Union X, and he did tell me that you learn pretty much the same stuff. I don't know how much of Union X I'm supposed to play in order to watch this, but I guess it doesn't matter. I do overthink sometimes, and yeah, he reminds me not to overthink. So I'm just like, you know what, we're just gonna watch this. I've already played a little bit of Union X. As this video is being recorded, I'm level 9 on Union X right now. I'm gotta get that Lux, if you know what I'm saying. I wonder if that's a new experience thing in future Kingdom Hearts games, but yeah. So I heard that this movie, I don't know if this is like a cutscene movie or if it's like a full rendered action movie, because I think when I was looking up this movie, I didn't see any spoilers or anything, but I forgot that there was a website out there called Kingdom Hearts X, and it was that key symbol, the Key Kai X symbol. It was just that. It was Kingdom Hearts X, and I think this is like maybe the cutscenes from the website. I don't know, but honestly, the only thing I can think about that this would like explain or introduce is obviously the animal suits and maybe the origins of the unions. And there's also another place in Union X called Daybreak Town. So I want maybe this movie will like say the origins of like where the unions came from. I wonder if they're related to the Dream Eaters and spirits and stuff. But yeah, but other than that, I think this movie, the only thing I can think about is it's gonna be obviously revolved around the people wearing animal suits and union suits, and maybe the origins of Dream Eaters or something, and the origins of unions. But other than that, I don't have any ideas of how it would add to like the main story that I've been playing. But yeah, so I guess maybe we'll be surprised. But that's all I can think about of what back cover will show. But yeah, let's play it. Subtitle setting, yeah, I'll have that on. Kingdom Hearts X back cover. Okay, this looks like the Union X intro. Wait, but I was okay. This is literally Union X. It's all these words are going by so fast. I'm gonna have to like rewatch this video and I'll lose sight the word, but whispered. I can't even focus what's being said right now. Okay, so this is literally what Union X looks like. That's literally what your dude looks like if you choose to be looked like that. But and then there's the people wearing, there's a wolf suit. Okay, I think this is literally like everything that happens in Union X, like throughout all the quests. So I think I'm literally just seeing everything that's happening right now. Okay, I think this is what happens in Union X when you actually play all the quests. Is that a dude in a cloak? Wait. Okay, yeah, I could see how you learn pretty much the same stuff in this, yeah. So I guess if you want to be lazy and not play through all the quests, you can just watch back cover. But hey, wait, oh, no, we're seeing more, okay. So I think it showed everything that happens in Union X in the story mode at least. Okay, I don't think this is part of the Case of Luxu.
So that makes you the indisposable number 7. Huh. Come on, it's simple. U6 plus me is 7. Wait, don't tell me I don't count.
No.
Here, take it.
This is Xehanort's Keyblade.
In the Master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Luciu a very important role. What seemed like a simple task was the element that would connect all of the events to come. Long, long ago, all the worlds were still one. One day, this would be called the Age of Fairy Tales. It all began here in Daybreak Town. The Master of Masters had an eye that gazes into the future. He bestowed upon 5 of his 6 apprentices a copy of the Book of Prophecies, in which was written the events to come.
Okay, so I think I know where this takes place now. Heck, a long ago. If it was gonna become fairy tales, then boy, this is way, 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 way long ago.
So, did you look through the book?
Yes, but I'm still analyzing it.
Wow, no quick skim for you, huh?
I just prefer to be thorough. Master, is what it says in the last passage true?
Oh yeah, that. Bummer, huh?
Yes.
By the way, if one day I suddenly disappear, I'm counting on you to keep the others calm, okay?
Huh? Disappear?
Vanish, dim, fade. I don't know how to explain it. It's just hypothetical talk.
Okay.
This face is
This
not
world
that
is
dark.
full of light. It's a world comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected, stretching as far as the eye can see.
Okay, so this is
One great light protects us all throughout this vast land. All worlds share one light, one fate.
I take it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, you're right on the money. People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
I understand. That is why you granted us these Keyblades. With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Huh?
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire."
Isn't it our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
Not possible.
What?
You really think you can change the future?
Then, what do you want us to do?
We have to focus on what comes after. There's no use thinking of ways to change events that we know are gonna happen.
But what about all of those who are here now? And the ones who will be here when the darkness finally comes? Are we to abandon all of them?
Come on, are you telling me that you think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
We have to at least try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Well, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty, good luck.
So this is before the Keyblade War. Dang, okay. Wow.
And so the reliable Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn, was given his role to take over for the Master and to lead the others. Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake, was given her role to watch over the others with a fair eye. The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear, was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era. The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox, was given her role to
It's
prepare
a
exceptional
fox.
Keyblade wielders for the world.
Oh, it's a fox. I thought it was a wolf.
Cool-headed Gula, who wore the mask of the leopard, was given his role to uncover the mystery of the Book of Prophecies.
Oh, okay. Now we know.
Lushu, the first of the apprentices to be given their role, watched his companions from afar as they learned what it was that they were meant to do. Then, he disappeared. Not long after that, the master vanished, dimmed, and faded without a trace.
That's the Keyblade that you
This
start
is where
out
your
with.
story began. The story of your very own adventure. 5 of the Master's apprentices armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies. They each created a union. This would fulfill his wishes. Then, they set out to rally Keyblade wielders just like you. By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
Now we're starting. Okay.
There's a traitor among us.
Are they after the light? Do they want the
Are
light?
you certain? What proof do you have?
I found this sniffing around.
Cherothy?
Is that a dark Cherothy? Is that a nightmare?
Cherothy is like your companion in the game.
Master, did you make this? It's so cute!
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this spirit Cherothy is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully.
Spirit?
You could say they're like cats or dogs. And they'll be your loyal pets.
That's literally the
Every
description.
wielder will have one of these adorable little guys at their side.
Oh wait, no,
They're here to help,
never mind.
so play nice.
I was thinking of something else.
Oh, right. Before I forget. If a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness, their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
So you're telling us that if we see a nightmare,
Someone has fallen into darkness.
Exactly. And if you don't stop this renegade spirit, it'll plant darkness in the hearts of others. And you'll have an army of nightmares on your hands. Beware.
So, if we see one of these nightmares anywhere, we have to get rid of it on the spot.
No! I won't let you do that!
No wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Your point?
Maybe you can growl at them.
Ugh, don't insult me!
Come on, Hassan. You won't know if it works unless you try.
Please tell me you're joking.
Literally, the master has.
It's not me.
There's an easy way to solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Cherothy that isn't a nightmare. I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, in that case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us? It could belong to anyone in our union.
Oh, that's right.
that's highly unlikely. Do you recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However, I believe those tools were the nightmare's doing.
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
Collecting is fine.
My
Using
character has a
that power
bangle.
is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
It's a brilliant plan. Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades. There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
So what now? How do we find out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us here in this room.
No, Ira. I respectfully disagree. What proof do we have that the bangles are tied to the power of darkness, or if a nightmare is to blame? We shouldn't simply jump to conclusions.
Ira, some leader you are. You've managed to plant seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech. What, did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours? That was foolish.
Aced, that's quite enough.
It looks to me like the Master made the wrong choice.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
I think we're done here. I trust you'll keep us all updated.
I hope we can all resolve this soon.
That didn't go as expected.
What's wrong, Ira? This isn't like you.
A lost page. Something's missing from our book of prophecies. Each of our copies were said to contain the events of the future. But this incident, well, it's nowhere to be found.
And how does this whole thing with the traitor tie together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found. In my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete book is the traitor?
There is something going on, and a page is suspiciously missing from the book. It's not so far-fetched to assume that the one who has the lost page has been turned, that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust me.
There seems to be no record of it in my book either. You may be onto something. I wonder, could this have been the Master's plan all along? To grant the lost page to only one of us?
We have no way of knowing. The Master is gone.
I understand what you were saying. I promise to keep a close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
Thanks.
Of course. After all, that is what the Master asked of me.
If the Master's the traitor.
And Ira, may your heart be your guiding key.
I feel like the Master's the traitor. The Master kind of reminds me of Axel. He kind of has the same personality as him.
So, to sum it up, I'll need you to observe the others. Easy breezy.
All right.
Like I said, Ira may have to take over for me. But don't be shy. Just be fair. And do not be afraid to speak up. Even though I say observe, you'll need to be the mediator. Make sure people get along.
I understand, but without you or Luciu, to form and maintain our own unions it's a little unnerving, to be honest.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a little. Maybe I'll never disappear. Wait. Do you want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
Oh, I see.
Look, I get that change can be hard for everyone, but things need to keep moving forward. And you need to keep up. Otherwise, you'll just get left behind, all alone. Now that you know what the future holds, Envy, what does your heart say? May your heart be your guiding key. I say it all the time. You ultimately need to do what your heart feels is right.
Right.
What's he hiding his face for? He is not formal at all. A few days later.
I was wrong about Ira. I thought he would make a great leader, but he let me down. Well, what do you two think? You don't believe what Ira said, do you?
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Invi said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. There's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone, let alone one of us.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I wouldn't call us comrades. Anyway, could you get to the point? I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this. So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind. I know there's darkness at work. There's no question. But I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is. But darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
Guess it makes sense.
I agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
He's no longer here.
I'm in. But let's be clear. The alliance is just between the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
Gula! I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood. That's your choice to make. You should do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah.
By the way, Ased, do Ira and Invi know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me? Gula, Ava, what are you doing here? What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy. I want an alliance among our unions. Gula here has already agreed. Will you join us, and together we can—
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice! Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The Master bestowed each of us with a different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten. Perhaps it's you who has been tainted by darkness.
I'm tainted by darkness? Then what about you, Envy? You spy on us and report everything you see back to Ira. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
For all we know, you and Ira could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
that's enough.
When will it stop? I don't want us to turn against each other.
Master Ava.
Oh, hello. Your name is Ephemer, right?
Uh-huh. Hey, can I join you?
Uh-huh.
Why the long face? Did something happen?
Long day. Do you remember what you asked me before? About why the unions compete against each other instead of working together? Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Huh? Isn't it just because the Master said so?
Yes, and as such we must obey. The Master said so, so it is. But lately, I've really started to wonder. You once told me that you were looking for answers. That you wanted to solve the mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
Not a chance.
Aww.
You were trying to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
Oh, no, I was joking.
If you say so. But to be honest, I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
You know, I made a friend from another union today. Wasn't much of a talker, maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
That sounds like so much fun. Then you'd better go home and get some sleep.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you. I don't know what's got you down, but please cheer up.
Thank you.
That looks like one of the outfits you wear in the game.
If the worst happens, I'll be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do. Let the wind carry you far, far away. My dandelions.
Envy, have you learned something?
It seems Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
So Ased is the traitor after all.
No, I don't believe he is.
Why's that?
To Ased, unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe his heart still belongs to the light.
Even so, forming alliances was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No. Please, let me do the talking. Your intervention will do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
And one more thing. Ased has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I do.
Few months later.
I think I'm done.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
For what reason?
To put it simply, I entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but...
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees. Oh.
Envy?
Uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
Is Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
And that's exactly why.
Okay, it could be a Sed. Jeez,
I
man.
just can't trust anyone but myself.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Sorry, my mind's made up.
Boy. It could be a Sed.
Envy. You will regret this.
Boy.
Been here long? My bad.
Oh, this
No.
is in the past.
So, what did you want?
You didn't forget, did you? You're the one who called me here.
Lighten up! I was just kidding. I didn't forget. Give me a little credit here. I was just testing you.
Right.
Now then, allow me to tell you about your role. You're going to be Ira's right-hand man.
What? Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see. So, just stand by. Don't disappoint.
Explain to me, Master. What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What? Is that disappointment I hear? Did you want to be leader?
No! I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but I wasn't trying.
You really want to be leader, huh?
Well...
I know you want it, but that just isn't enough. Any chump can say, here's a huge promotion, good job, and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us. I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Then it's settled.
Wait, I agreed that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day. Well, I might disappear.
Disappear? Why? Where?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. It was embarrassing for me. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna disappear or not. It's anyone's guess right now.
But...
In any case, you need to support Ira. We both know he's quite serious. He's always just thinking and thinking and thinking behind that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
Right.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche? Now, shall I elaborate? Making Ira the leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this. In which case it'll be your job to step up. Who knows? Your leadership might be just what everyone needs. And that is your true role. May your heart be your guiding key. Best of luck, Ased.
It's been over a year since the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill my true role.
Oh. So I can see how he wants power kind of thing, but... Are they still looking for the darkness, though?
Why do you get in my way?
Don't be so conceited. I'm protecting the balance, just like the Master told us to. You need to come to your senses!
If we don't do something, light will expire. Then we won't be able to avoid the grim future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
You're saying he was wrong?
He's not here anymore. I won't let his prophecy come true. I won't let the world fall into darkness.
Oh, that X move. That X move has been seen plenty of times.
Ava, over here!
Envy! Asad! What's going on?
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably.
No, that's not true!
Ava, there's no time to lose.
Really though?
May
Like,
my heart be my guiding key.
but he wants to find where the darkness is at, though. But he's also wanting. What? Wait, where's Ira at? And also the missing page.
Master. Master?
Oh, I see.
If you're busy, I can always come back later.
Sure. Oh, no, stay. Now, where? Ah, here it is.
What's this?
Go on, read it.
Is that the missing page?
This is from the Book of Prophecies. But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written here is
Your role. You must find the traitor hidden among you and stop them before it's too late. And in order to help you find the traitor,
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it? If anyone deviates from the job they were given, we can easily conclude that they are the traitor. It's brilliant.
way to steal my thunder, show off.
What?
It's not fair. My plan was supposed to blow your mind with its grandeur. Your jaw should have hit the floor at my sheer genius.
I'm sorry? But was my logic flawed?
Oh, you were right. So, I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight. Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep focused. Trust no one but yourself.
So, wait,
Trust no one but myself.
Is this after they fought at Ased?
Gula.
Oh, I think it is.
Do you want to know what my role is?
Huh?
The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Lost page?
On that page, it is written that there is a traitor. The Master told me to find and stop that person.
I called you my comrade. But never again, Gula. It doesn't matter to me if you think I am the traitor, and you want to strike me down. You knew there was a traitor, and you just watched silently as we fought each other. And I won't forgive you for that.
You can barely stay on your feet. Just give up already!
Don't you underestimate me!
Oh no.
Please stop!
You too, huh?
Why? Why did it have to come to this?
Yeah, he's probably the traitor, yep. Boy. You're, woo.
Come to finish me off? And make it quick.
That's not what brought me here today. I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me. That's all. It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We're here to make sure that light lives on. With only 5 lights, we can't afford to lose any.
You still count me as one of the 5 lights?
Of course.
Only you could be such a good guy after everything we've been through. But hey, I guess that's one of the reasons I respect you so much. However, we still might only be 4. I'm talking about Gula. He's using the knowledge of something called the Lost Page. He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our books. He's using it to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role.
What is?
But who knows what his real intentions are? What I do know is that I'll never forgive him for hiding the fact that he knew someone would betray us. That's the biggest betrayal of all.
I'd like to believe that Gula was simply carrying out his role. Ased, I'll deal with this matter. Please keep it to yourself for now.
Understood.
I feel like he's gonna be assassinated.
I need to see that lost page.
Why did you tell Ira? It had to be you, because you were the only one who knew where we were hiding. Didn't you think for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
And why should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest Keyblade wielders from other unions, and you're training them in a secret location, aren't you?
Yes, because that is my role!
I had no idea. I apologize. I overstepped.
No. I shouldn't have snapped at you either.
What did Ira want?
I don't know exactly. He just asked me to give up Gula. His eyes, they were scary. I was worried he'd do something awful. I knew I couldn't tell him where Gula was. Then he turned around and walked away.
I see. And Gula? How is he doing?
I don't know. He's gone.
Someone's coming. They're headed straight this way.
Take care of him. Ira? Is something wrong?
I know Gula's here.
What?
Tell me where he is.
But why? What are you going to do?
None of your concern.
Don't.
What?
I won't let you near him.
So that's it. All right. I'll go.
What?
Gula, what are you doing?
Something happened?
Ira was here. He wanted me to give you up.
I knew it. It's finally come to this.
Come to what?
Everyone wants to know about the lost page.
The lost page?
Yeah. It's a page the Master gave me. It doesn't exist in any of our books. It contains a passage about an inevitable betrayal. It talks about the one who bears the sigil. That's it. So, I don't know what to make of it, to be honest.
The X symbol?
My role is to find out who it is. I suspected Ased and went to confront him. And look what happened.
Why are you telling me this, Gula? I have enough to think about, keeping with the Master's teachings and my role.
Always walking the straight and narrow. I'm a fool for basing my actions on what is written on that lost page. Everything in the passage is ambiguous at best. That's why I need to find out.
But how?
By asking the Master.
But he's not here anymore.
I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
What?
Then he'll have no choice but to come back.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden!
That's exactly why. The only way to get him back is to break the rules. If things don't change, the entire world is doomed. But in order to go through with it, I'll need Lux. I don't have nearly enough. You always do the right thing. Help me with this.
I'm sorry. I know you want the Master to return. But you don't know how summoning Kingdom Hearts will affect the rest of the world. The Master, he forbid it for a reason. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I see.
So right now, the real Kingdom Hearts is still out there. Because that got swallowed by the darkness. After, if it is the real Kingdom Hearts, it would be after this time.
May your heart be your guiding key.
This sigil. I heard of the Rakusan sigil.
Ghoul is on a mission to collect Lux.
Ah. That explains why Aced and Ira are as well. They're trying to maintain the balance. But that isn't the balance we were expected to keep. If everyone's collecting light solely for themselves, Keyblade wielders will soon turn against one another, which will lead to the Keyblade War.
Then what's written in the book, all of it will happen.
Light will expire.
Envy, what are you going to do?
I'll gather Lux too. No matter what, the balance must be kept. Ava, you do the same. We must delay the inevitable.
Right.
I wonder what makes it inevitable, like... So though I think the real Kingdom Hearts is still existed, like it hasn't been swallowed by darkness yet. And apparently that's where the Master went? Because he disappeared. Case of Ava.
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna happen. The entire world will be lost to darkness.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role. You might just be the only hope of keeping light from expiring.
Hope? Master, what is it that you need me to do? Oh.
Don't get involved in any battles. Forget the notion of unions. Find Keyblade wielders with potential and create an entirely separate organization. Then, like the seeds of a dandelion, let them fly to another world. They will keep the light alive.
Oh, are those the
You
children?
really think that I'm the right person for this?
Ava, you're the only person for this.
I understand.
So I think the wielders that she trains or collects or whatever, I think
Today you're
those...
here to continue with your training for our mission. This session may seem like it's familiar to you, but in a world that is different, one made of dreams, you are our hope. A war will soon wage. Those who strive to protect the light will turn their weapons on their allies for the sake of loyalty to their own unions. To be honest, I don't know how far I can guide all of you. What you must remember is that anyone can lose themselves to the darkness. However, there will be no winners. Everything will be lost. Except all of you who are the seeds of hope. When the time comes, and there is war. You mustn't fight, but instead you must fly away from here to the world outside. This training is to help you fulfill this crucial task. The future is in all your hands, as is the world's light. May your hearts be your guiding key.
So I think those are all the children's and their hearts that the darkness doesn't swallow, and they rebuild the new worlds. Case of Lucio.
The gazing eye?
It's not what it's called.
Oh, what then?
Actually, no name.
No name.
Well, gazing or not, that Keyblade does have an eye in it. My eye, to be exact.
Ew!
Oh, you think that's gross, do ya?
No.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, about your role. You need to pass down that Keyblade to your apprentice and then him to his, so that my eye can see the future.
So the Book of Prophecies.
Bingo! The fact that it exists is proof of your success. That means you've trained a worthy apprentice, passed down that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role. Congratulations! What's the matter? Come on, you did a fantastic job. At least smile a little.
But I haven't done anything yet.
Good point. Guess you'd better get started then. Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here on out. No Book of Prophecies to keep you company either. I can't have you causing any temporal paradoxes. But hey, we both know you'll do just fine without it, right?
Do I really have to go alone? What about the others?
Minor details, so don't sweat it. For now, you, that Keyblade, and this box need to stay out of sight. Just watch with your own eyes, and my eye, of course, as things unfold between the others. Then, when the time is right, go off and do your thing.
What's in it?
It's a secret. And, well, you see, the thing is, you can never, ever open it.
Great, now I really want to know.
All right. I'll indulge you. But this secret stays between the two of us, and you have to promise never to open the box.
I promise.
Really? We don't get to hear it.
But why?
You'll see.
So he literally has the Keyblade that Xehanort wields, pretty much. Yo, is that the same area where where the Keyblade graveyard is? It looks like the same area, except there's no Keyblades in it, because the war hasn't happened. That box looks like...
May my heart be my guiding key.
So, so this is Lucio. Reconnect Kingdom Hearts. Wait, what? I'm confused. So you have the Master and you have Lucio. They both wear the black coat. And then you have Ira, Gulo, who else? Aced, Envy, or Envy, I don't know. Envy or something. And then Ava. So Ava's union and her Keyblade wielders, I'm assuming those are the children that didn't get swallowed by darkness and they rebuild the world, or the new worlds now that everyone else walks in today. or nowadays in this universe or whatever. So now I'm wondering what's in that box. And Lucio was like, but why? Like, concerned. And then the master was like, you'll see. And that Keyblade is literally the Keyblade that Xehanort wields. I'm pretty sure that is. So I was thinking it was young Xehanort for a little bit, but it wasn't because he has a different name. His name's Lucio. And I'm assuming that's the location where he was taking the box with him. I think that's where the Keyblade graveyard eventually would be located at. And he took the box there. And apparently the eye on that Keyblade is the Master's eye, seeing the future down, all the way down through generation to generation. So I'm assuming eventually the box gets opened and whatever contents is in it, then voila, darkness. I'm assuming it's something that has to do with darkness or something. So I don't know who the traitor is. But apparently there was it's inevitable that there's a traitor. And I don't think it was a Sed. Even though Sed, oh boy, the Sed showed some signs, but like, at the same time, he's not really, but. This is definitely an interesting movie. What is in that box, though? And then the master disappears. He doesn't say if it was inevitable. I wonder if he like chose to disappear because he didn't want anybody to know that he was doing something bad, perhaps. And then maybe the eye is to see like his reaction to like all the events or something. I literally just thought of that right at the moment, but like, that's interesting. I wonder if there's like a end credit scene. Unlock theater. Yeah, I'm definitely probably gonna watch. Oh, we got characters. Okay. Let's actually check out the characters. Maybe we can get some descriptions. The Master of Masters. Oh, what if he's? I think Lucio might be the betrayer. Maybe. So I'm assuming the dandelions bring back the new worlds. They don't get swallowed by darkness. No one knows whether his mischievous nature is calculated or true. Calculated meaning he's like that because he knows the future. I'm starting to think that the Master of Masters, the guy who reminds me of Axel, kind of has the same personality. I'm honestly wondering if he's towards darkness, if he's anti or pro darkness. I don't know. And then Luciu's kind of a mysterious figure also. So he's one of the disciples. So there were 7 disciples, and Luciu's one of them. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, I thought there were 7. Oh, wait. Wait, I think the beginning of the movie, when he was making that Keyblade or something, that one with the eye on it, I think he mentioned that he was the 7th one. I think he said you plus me or something, and that makes 7. So I think Lu Shu is the betrayer. Maybe. I think he might be. So I think he opens the box or something. I'm assuming the box has evil contents in it or something, and then he... Okay, well, he knows what's in the box. I think, yeah, the master told him, and I think he opened it. And then the master's like, you'll see. So I think Lu Shu and the Master of Masters are on to something. They're a little mischievous, I should say, right there. That is definitely interesting. What do we got for chapters? I'm definitely gonna be thinking about this. This is definitely an interesting piece of information in the lore. Back cover. So, I'm guessing it's called back cover because it's literally the earliest piece of information, or the earliest, or the content, the events in back cover are the earliest in the lore. I mean, it kind of makes sense because it takes place, I'm assuming, before the real Kingdom Hearts gets swallowed by darkness. And there's the 5 unions right there, the union foretellers, or whatever, something like that. And then you have the X symbol, the key symbol. I don't think that's the sigil. That's the key symbol, I think. And in Dream Drop Distance, it says, I forgot who said it, but the key symbol was a perfect clash of light and darkness, or something like that. And then back cover, like, I feel like it's a literal meaning, like it's literally the farthest back, it's way back, like it's basically the back. I feel like it's, if you take literally every single Kingdom Hearts game, like the whole Kingdom Hearts story, and then made that in like a book, and then you have the front cover of the book, and it's the Kingdom Hearts story, and then the back cover of that story is like the origin of everything or something, I don't know. But this, I think this, yeah. And I remember my friend telling me that it was either back cover, no, it couldn't have been 0.2. Now that I've watched this, I think back cover takes place like 1,000 years before Birth by Sleep. And this world was like is like fairy tales now, like it said in the beginning. That is crazy, man. Wow. Yeah, so I think that I feel like the Master of Masters, like he is not formal at all in any way. Like, he's super sarcastic and laid back. Like, I feel like he's got something up his sleeve. Like, he's not being serious at all with his disciples or whatever. And they still take him, I don't know how they take him seriously. They're so formal. They take him, even Gulo, like Gulo, like it even said he's like the chill one. He even takes him seriously. Like every one of them, every one of the foretellers takes the Master of Masters seriously. I don't know how, if he's that sarcastic, they take him that seriously and they're that formal. That is interesting to me. Same thing with Lucio. This is crazy. Like I feel like he's up. I feel like the Master of Masters is behind. Like I feel like he's behind the betrayer and why everything fell into darkness. Like I feel like he's behind it and Lucio is part of it. That's definitely interesting. Well, that was Kingdom Hearts X back cover. The Kingdom Hearts movie. It was a great movie. It was really interesting. I'd definitely watch this again. I might actually have to replay some scenes again so I can get it familiar in my head. But yeah, those are my thoughts on back cover. So now I'm gonna still continue to play Union X, even though I've pretty much seen really fast everything that happens in the game, and it's pretty much the same story, but there's pretty much new information. Well, I mean, I think it tells you about like the Master of Masters and stuff. Like I feel like everybody you meet and discover in this movie, I think, yeah. It's in Union X, they're basically the same story. When I first played Union X though, I didn't know that it took place way before the Keyblade War. I didn't know where, I thought Union X just like was a random time frame, like it was a random area in time. But right now, in Union X, in the story, I'm about 1% through, yeah, 1%. And I did about 35 quests. I completed about 35 quests in the story mode. So I did the quest where Donald and Goofy crashed their gummy ship on Daybreak Town. And now I'm finding, as this video is being recorded, the next quest, or that I find all the pieces that the Heartless took so that they can rebuild their gummy ship, and I saw that they do rebuild their gummy ship apparently. I'm gonna still play it. I think it's a fun, relaxing, casual game. They do have a proud mode. If you don't want to be casual, you can be proud. You can be a proud player in there. So, yeah. I'm gonna still continue to play Union X. It's fun. So, but the next main game, pretty much the next big game, well, I guess it's not a huge game, but after watching back cover, next is Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a Fragmentary Passage. And now, since they use the word last passage, they use passage. Now that the title of 0.2 is Fragmentary Passage. So I wonder if whatever events happen in 0.2, I wonder if it's in the Book of Prophecies. Or actually no, if the Book of Prophecies is pretty much the future, then yeah, I think everything that happens after back cover is part of the prophecy. Even Xehanort, like even like Sora, Riku, every event that happens all the way up to KH3 and beyond, I think that's part of the prophecy. Or no, wait, I think it's no, because the prophecy is limited by the Keyblade with the Master of Masters eye on it. So I think whatever that Keyblade doesn't see, it does not appear in the prophecy. Well, next is Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep Fragmentary Passage. I will see you then. Till next time, peace out.